Hello YouTube, Fuzz here and welcome to another episode of Star Ocean. And look at this, 2 episodes in 1 week. I'm actually getting on top of things here, so I'm looking forward to going through this with you today. And welcome. What we're going to be starting with today is actually going ahead with some optional side quests and stuff, many of which have opened since we've gone ahead and completed some of the story sections here in Astral City, which we did in the last episode. And I know my mic was messed up in that one. Hopefully it's all fixed now and you can hear me just fine. So we're going to go ahead, and for the first time now in the game, we're actually going to require the pickpocketing skill for a quest. Now, it is only a side quest, but even so, it's the first time that we've actually needed the skill for a quest. So that's why I'm going to go ahead now and learn it. And we're going to give it to Edge there. And we need it to be on a minimum of level 6. So I don't normally like pickpocketing because of the random nature of it in actually lowering affinity with other party members. But for now, that's absolutely fine for this quest. So I'm going to level it to 6 for the time being. And we will be using that in this episode a little bit later on. But right now, let's head outside and be greeted by a lovely cutscene.
Huh?
Hey, man. Pretty nice show in the Coliseum. You sure were impressive, Mr. Hero.
I don't know. You think so? I think we can do better than that.
No kidding. Maybe he just had weak opponents.
Yeah, whatever you say. It was just a fluke, okay?
Hey, don't get smart with us. We know your little secret.
That sword of yours. It's not often you see a treasure like that. A blade like that with that kind of power. I'm impressed.
Anybody could have won with a sword like that, huh?
Why don't you get to the point?
Yeah, why don't we?
How about you hand that thing over? Just set it down and walk away. Unless you want to get hurt.
I get it. Plain old goons after my sword, huh? I guess they didn't notice the attacks I was using in the Coliseum. I didn't win that fight with the sword alone. These guys are the same, lusting for power beyond their means. Exactly the same. I knew it. Our very existence on an underdeveloped planet is dangerous interference. Look. This sword isn't nearly as powerful as you think. It's like a toy compared to antimatter.
What?
But I won't hand it over to someone who doesn't properly respect it. Got that?
Quit your babbling and give it over. Yeah. Ugh.
You little bastard!
Who needs to pull a sword against a bunch of rank amateurs anyway?
You little...
All right, that's it. You're gonna die, man!
Fighting off all 3 isn't going to be easy. Looks like I'm not getting out of this scot-free.
Well, well, fate connects us, boy.
You're...
Muria Tianesis. Not that you need remember, of course.
No, thank you very much, Muria. This is the second time you've saved me.
I don't know about the Cardionon, but you don't seem like the sort that would have trouble with mere hooligans.
Well,
But that's beside the point. There's something I've been wanting to ask you, boy. I never imagined I'd run into you here, of all places. What luck.
And what is it you want to ask me?
I'm looking for someone.
Looking for someone?
Yes. And I thought you might have some idea of where I might find him. The man I seek was on a ship that looks much like yours.
What?
As I recall, he wore clothes much like yours as well. I believe he's an Earthling, just like you. An Earthling with red hair. And I tell you this, boy, he will die by my hand.
Crow? Why would you want to?
Oh? So it's Crow, is it? The name of the man I'm going to kill. Tell me, boy, where can I find him?
I don't know, and I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Your eyes were so lifeless when you fought those thugs. Who would have guessed they could show such fire? But I honestly wonder, would you still look at me that way if you knew what the red-haired man did to me?
What did Crow do to you?
He killed my beloved. That wretched man destroyed my life.
Nonsense.
What makes you so sure, boy?
Because Crow's my best friend! Look, I may not be able to believe in myself right now, but I still believe in Crow! Crow would never do anything to hurt anyone! He's incapable of it!
I don't understand you. You believe in that man more than you believe in yourself? What are you saying?
Not just him. All of my friends. Right now, they're all I have to believe in.
No matter what you say, boy, I can only believe what I've seen with my own eyes. I despise the red-haired man, and I will exact my revenge on him.
Miria!
Once my business on this planet is finished, I think I'll have to follow you. If you believe in this man so much, boy, then I have no doubt you'll eventually lead me to him.
Edge! Bad news!
At this hour? What is it?
It's Sarah! She's like disappeared!
Oh, so Sarah's... What? What in the...
It wasn't me, really. I mean, sure, sometimes I may drool a little, but still. Mary,
How about you, Raimi? Are you feeling better?
Yes, I'll be fine. I'm more worried about Sarah right now. Sari. She got kidnapped.
Forgive me. I should have had my anti-personnel sensors activated.
It's okay. Everyone was tired yesterday.
Speaking of everyone, where's FaZe?
He's out gathering information.
I suspect this involves the men who assaulted Miss Sarah.
Bacchus's instincts would seem to be accurate.
Did you find something?
Yes. The man who found this feather claims to have witnessed several people carrying Sarah away late last night. From his description, the perpetrators sound exactly like the men from last time.
What?
Raimi has recovered, but final authority now lies with you, Edge.
We have to find Sarah. She's one of us now.
Finally, so after an almost 10-minute cutscene, Raimi has rejoined and we're once again able to take control of Edge. And I've got to be honest with you, it's a good job the gameplay in Star Ocean for The Last Hope is so compelling and addictive in many ways, because the cutscenes and the way the story is presented can be very, very poor indeed, in my opinion, for this game. And the voice acting in particular in that one scene then, especially with the thugs, was utterly atrocious. It really was. And I'm sorry guys if that upsets you. I do really enjoy this game, don't get me wrong. I love it very much. And I've spent hundreds of hours in it in the past. But there's just some aspects of it that do grate on me. And as I say, the cutscenes has to be one of them. Anyway, let's get on with the quests now that I mentioned. So we're going to start by actually picking up the quests. And some of them we're not going to be able to do for a while, but some we can get done fairly quickly. The first person we want to speak to is this girl here. This is the teary-eyed girl, and her problem is that she's broken her music box. So we're going to speak to her, and she's going to want to give that to us. And we're going to agree to fix it for her. Now, it's actually a fairly easy quest to do. We only need a single repair kit in order to do this. However, we do need to kind of... I think we need to do it as like a crafting thing. Which means we need to wait until we're back on board the Calnus. So at the moment, we can't do it, but when we can do it, it's going to be fairly simple. Next, on the other side of the fountain, there's this next NPC, the careless shopkeeper. And the careless shopkeeper has misplaced the key to the shop. Which is never a good thing to do. I'm forever losing keys myself, so I can kind of sympathise with this person. And the actual key itself is going to be located in Tatroy. But it's not the only quest in Tatroy. So we'll grab the others first. Next up, we've got the made-up lady, the heavily made-up lady. And she wants 10 Periton droppings. And we can actually get these by killing the axe beaks. Now, we've already fought quite a few of them on our way here. So we might actually have enough to hand in immediately. If you don't have them, even though I do, but if you don't, then head east of the bridge in the northeast part of this continent. And you can kill quite a few axe beaks there. And if you have miracles or ornithology skill, then you'll get even more of the item that you need. And something we're going to need later, there's that quest completed. A couple of level ups. Something we're going to need later is an item from this vendor here. So speak to the Madonna of the Greengrocers. And this is the Whole Hearts food shop. And we want to purchase a sweet fruit. So do that now, and you won't have to visit this place later on once we've got the quest for it. And there's one more quest we can go and pick up before we move on to Tatroy. And that's going to be located in the castle itself. So we're going to have to make our way upstairs. So head over to the right when you come in here. And then up these stairs to the second floor. And right at the end by the window, we're going to speak to the overly cautious knight. And he's going to give us a quest known as the Stray Carrot. And this quest is also going to be sending us to Tatroy. So now if we just open up our log here. We can see some of the quests. And they're all mixed up, but they are all there. And now we're going to make our way back to Tatroy. Okay, it turns out you do have to speak to this guard twice in order to get his quest. I was wondering why it hadn't popped up initially, but just speak to him again. That's literally all I did, and everything was fine then. We were able to pick it up. Okay, so now we can actually head over to Tatroy. So we need to get the ferry. And that should take us back. Yes, we certainly do. And there's actually a few other quests we can do in Tatro as well, so we're not just going there in order to do the quests we've just picked up here. So having disembarked the ferry, this is the path I'm going to take. First of all, I think we can speak to this guy. Okay, so he will have a quest, but I think we must have picked it up already. So speak to him just in case you haven't. And then I think we're going to just head straight across into this next section here. So a few people we need to speak to. The first is this guy here. This is the fruit crazy old man. And he wants us to do a little bit of a favour for him. They always do, don't they? They always do. So he wants some grape juice from a place called Trop. And then we're going to go over here and speak to this next person. And she'll give us a wooden doll. This is the shadowy doll maker. So it's a he, not a she, I think. And this is the first of a 2-quest chain. And once again, this is going to require us to go to Trop. So there we go, we've got that accepted. Next, we're going up here. And this is the pub, or the tavern. And we're going to start by speaking to the tavern bartender outside. And we're going to be able to complete one of 2 quests we can complete in this area here from what we've just picked up in Astral City. So there's the weapon shop key. When I say complete, I mean meet the objectives. We still have to hand them in to complete them. And now we're going to go inside the shop itself. And this is where that pickpocketing skill is going to come in to its own. So this guy here needs to be pickpocketed. And we've got it to level 6, which is what we need. We can't pickpocket yet because we still need to equip the bandit gloves. So go to equip and then select bandit gloves, just like that. And then the pickpocket option should appear. And that's it. That'll get us the carrot doll and a little bit of dialogue. So we're okay stealing from this guy, because he was a bandit at the end of the day. So that's not going to affect our party members. And if you haven't already, I have, then make sure you speak to Fez. We have done that before though, so if you've been following along, you shouldn't have to do that. But Fez is the guy that sells the skill books in the skill book shop. So let's head back outside now. Okay, now we can head back to Astral City, I believe. Fez is just up there. You can see the skill book shop in the northwestern part of the town. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done everything we can do for the time being. We're going to go back and see what those people think of us, having done the objectives they wanted us to meet. So there's the knight guy. We got his carrot doll. And also the key. I love the way there's very little loading times in this game. It's a bit of a bonus, isn't it? So there we go, that's the key quest. Okay, so we get a little bit of party skill points and experience, as you would expect. And then we're going to head back to the knight. It's the overly cautious knight, the one that's upstairs. And for this one, we'll get a slightly better SP reward than what we just received for the last quest. I believe, anyway. Roger. So it looks to be more than just a doll. It's more of a pet, isn't it, by the looks of things. There we go. Right, so we've completed a few of these quests. Some we've still got in our quest log, but we're going to do those over the next few episodes. So don't worry that we haven't completed everything today. We need to go back to the counters to do crafting for some, and others we need to head over to Trop, and others still we need to loot items from the beach. No, the Australian continent areas. Might be beach, I'm not sure yet. I think it is. But folks, I'm going to finish off the episode here for today, so thanks for stopping by and joining in. I hope you've found this fairly helpful. If you have, please don't forget to leave a like, and come back soon for more Star Ocean. Take care.